this was the budget. So the budget basically is divided into two parts mostly. One is the operational budget and one is the financial budget. So the financial budget, as you would imagine, is just the profit and loss statement, the cash flow, the revenue budgets, and the typical balance sheet. So these are typical financial budget, typical financial statements which we have to produce uh, for the comparison, right? So the profit and loss statement, cash flows, budget, balance sheet. This may include not just only the one set of profit and loss statement. It may have the divisional profit and loss statement by department or by the business units if your business has multiple units. So it may be drilled down into multiple segments by location, by business unit, by segment. And then the cash flow also is going to be like that, divided into individual decision making units, and then we consolidate into the organization as a whole. The balance sheet usually is done by the business unit level or the decision making unit level, and then consolidated into the company as a whole. So that's the financial budget. The usually financial budget is prepared in sync with operational budget. So it's not like you do only your operational budget first and then do the financial budget, because otherwise, in that case, you will not know what is the impact of your operationals. If and you cannot do the financial budget first, then without the operational budget, because you have no idea how much would be the spending. So it normally done in sync, and if the and it serves as a guide whether the operational plans are resulting into what we wanted to achieve in the first place. So it has to be done together. It's automatically updating each other, so they are linked in that, and it basically controls the flow of money, right? While the operational budget will include operating statistics, mostly operating statistics. For example, the volume of the business. For example, the rates, the prices that we are setting up, the marketing activities that we are going to do, the resources that we would need in terms of the budget, in terms of the operational needs, in terms of the capital expenditure, in terms of manpower, in terms of time, in terms of money. Then we also need to look at some qualitative aspects of the business. So not only the finance and operational process, but also the customer delight, customer experiences, customer journey, employee trainings, development, succession planning, and other things. In capital intensive industries like the manufacturing industry, hotel industries, we also have to look at preventive maintenance plan in terms of to protect the value of the assets that we are using in the business. So the operating budget will be much more in detail by department. You can say the marketing department, the human resource department, the finance department, the production department, and other departments. And also we'll be looking at the non-financial aspects of the business, which includes the customer delight, includes the training, and then we will also be doing the strategies for each and every segment, and that would reflect into the our financial budget. So that's why the basis is going to be the operational budget, and then but the numbers would be reflected in the financial budget. That's why they are done together. And then it's also served as a guide in making a financial budget, right? Because you need to prioritize the activities. So when we are doing the operational budget, the operational departments are very excited, right? They want to do a lot of marketing activities, but or they want to spend a lot of money on the customer delight activities, or to do a lot of trainings for the employees, or to spend a lot of money on the repairs and maintenance of the buildings. And they may want to have new computers, they may want to have new table, new chairs, but ultimately whether we are able to afford that or not would come from the financial budget. So once we have done the operational statistics, we put everything into the financial budget and see whether it makes sense or not. If not, then we go back and look at the prioritization of our budget, operational activities, and see what are going to make the most inputs, the mostly value added activities, and which are not really important as of now, especially when we are struggling with the low business units, the pandemic situations where the cash is very important to maintain, it's even more important to prioritize the operational activities as per the results of the financial budget. So that's the difference between operational budget and finance budget and how they are linked together.